Welcome back to the KD51 YouTube channel. As you can see, I am not at a racetrack this weekend. I am in my garage. I'm gonna be starting up a new series for all you RS660 owners. If you don't know me, if you don't watch my channel and you clicked on this video because you purchased an RS660 and are interested in doing aftermarket parts and stuff like that to your bike, this is the perfect video for you. I'm a professional road racer. For those of you that don't know, in the Moto America series, and I also race in the Trofeo Cup over in Italy currently. So I've got the chance to ride the 660 in a lot of different forms with a couple different teams, which obviously use different parts, etc. for the bike. But this bike right here is gonna be my personal training bike. First off, I'd like to give a huge thank you to Orange Cat Racing. Without you guys, this bike wouldn't be possible. This is gonna be a huge tool for me to really develop as a rider, and I think it's gonna be huge for moving forward throughout the season. Being able to really work on my riding on the same bike that I'm racing is gonna be huge. Super stoked, so thank you to you guys. So let's jump right into it here. Like I said, I've got this brand new 0 miles Aprilia RS660. This is the limited edition Stars and Stripes version. So you're currently looking at it in the stock livery. I have made some modifications already. We've got all the Spider products on. We've got all the Jet Prime products on. So they've got the fancy on and off switch here that we've added to the bike. Basically, that's gonna delete your key. Super nice for track day use. Obviously, street riders, this isn't something you wanna do because somebody can press this button right here and get on your bike and go. So track day riders, that's a super nice feature. Obviously deleting the key from the ignition and also the gas tank is super nice because every time you go to fill up your gas, you don't have to use the key. Coming over here to the side of the bike, as you can see, we've got the Spider rear sets that are mounted up. We've got the Spider case savers. And obviously the engine is one of the most important and most expensive parts of your bike. So you want to keep it protected if you do go down. So Spider engine covers, super durable, love the products. Same with the Spider rear sets here. These are the same rear sets, engine covers, clip-ons, top triple clamp that are used on the Aprilia RS660 Trofeo Cup bike over in Italy. These are also the same products that are used on my Veloce race bike here in America. I truly do believe that these are the best products. I love the top triple. There are some other products out there. I just believe that the bike handling wise, this is the best setup. The stock lower triple clamp, the top Spider triple. As you know, the RS660 comes as a street bike with raised handlebars, which raises these handlebars up probably about 2 inches. Actually, I got it right here, hold on. So here's the stock setup. So the biggest problem with the top, the reason why you have to do the top triple clamp and also the clip-ons is because it's all one piece. Personally, I've rode the bike with this setup. I've actually rode a RS660 at Coda 100% stock. So the biggest problem with this for me, obviously street riders, this is gonna be a lot more comfortable for you guys. The other biggest problem with these handlebars that you're gonna find is the fact that it's raised up, so your body positioning on the track, you guys who are trying to look GP and doing track days and trying to work on your body position, it's gonna be really tough to have good body positioning with these handlebars. You're already pulling your hand up like 2 inches from your knee, and your elbow is supposed to be down by your knee, so it's gonna make it tough. Big reason why I decided to go with the Spider top triple clamp and the Spider clip-ons. Obviously, if you're gonna do clip-ons, you have to replace this whole entire thing. Personally, it's worth it to me to get the Spider top triple and the Spider clip-ons. Yeah. So going into further detail about the Spider products, I'm gonna put this out there 100%. I've rode the RS660 100% stock, like I already said. And the bike feels pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, you take a RS660 Aprilia straight off the showroom floor, you go to ctracing.com, buy SC1 race slicks, put them on that bike, and that thing is an incredible machine. Comfortability wise, the only thing that I would switch versus a stock 660 is the handlebars. And that's why I just went into depth with you guys on that, is because ergonomically, it just feels 10 times better, way more like a race bike with this setup, without riding like this. The only biggest problem you guys are gonna have, as you can see here, we'll zoom in on this, but the stock bodywork with the clip-ons, it brings it down probably 2 inches. So you're gonna run into clearance issues with your stock bodywork. Easiest way to do this is you're gonna have to take this piece right here and you're gonna have to trim it out. Basically, you're gonna have to get race bodywork or trim it. There's no way around it, really. I could ride it like it is right now, but you have to run your levers up really high, and a lot of you are probably not gonna like that. So the easiest solution is to trim the side fairing. Just trim this chunk right off. That'll give you enough clearance to put your levers wherever you want. I guess that's the easiest situation if you are trying to street and track your bike. If you're trying to ride it on the street, obviously you're gonna need the headlights, tail light, and all that stuff. So guys who are wanting to run the clip-ons to give your bike a more race feeling and also be able to ride it on the street and do track days or something like that, you're gonna have to trim your bodywork. Anybody else, obviously I always suggest going to a full race bodywork setup, which is my next step with this bike. I just wanted to make this video, put it out there of the first couple things I would do to your 660 to make it feel a little bit more racy. Obviously we're gonna go further in depth in more videos on as we get further along in the process of the build. So this thing, whatever this thing is, obviously you street riders know that this is for your passenger. I have rode a stock 660 with this thing on it at Coda. I absolutely hate this thing. It gets in the way. It doesn't let me scoot back on the bike further. So if you guys are going to track ride your RS660s, I know the American Flag Stars and Stripes edition came with both of these options, but I'm not kidding you. You know, I know this obviously looks way cooler as well, but there is a purpose to deleting this. Like seriously, if you guys bought a yellow one or a black one and you have to pay for this, I honestly would. This thing gets in the way. If you're not hauling a passenger, you need to throw it out. So, another option that I think a lot of people don't think about is, I think this piece from Aprilia is like 200 bucks. Honestly, well, what I'm doing anyways, in the next video, I'm gonna be putting race bodywork on my bike, because that is a huge feel thing for me. Having a rigid seat and being able to feel the ground, feel the bumps through your rear end, I guess. Sounds so weird to say, but I'm dead serious. The race bike has a much more rigid tail, which gives you a way better feel of what the rear of the bike is doing. So even if you're, I mean, I don't know, I guess a street rider, you gotta have the tail light, but let's say you're doing track days, I would just get a race tail section, get rid of the squishy seat, and then this isn't even a problem at all, because you're gonna spend 200 bucks on this thing just to have the cool looking fins and be able to scoot back more, and put you in a better position on the bike. But if you're riding on the street, you might have to do this option to keep your tail light and all that. I don't know how that all works, but you get a much better feel and you can scoot back quite a bit further without this big chunk in your way. So that is another huge thing for me that I don't really like about the stock bodywork. And that is why in the next video, we are going to be putting race bodywork on the bike. 1 for the clip-on clearance issue, and 2 for rider comfort, whatever you want to say. And obviously it's cheaper if you crash. So it's cheaper to replace if you crash. That's gonna be in the next video. So moving on to probably one of the most important things of your bike is your tires. It's what's gonna connect you to the road. It's what's gonna give you the feeling or not to be comfortable and go fast. If you guys have a 660, you obviously know it comes stock with the Pirelli tires. If you guys are street riding, that tire that comes on the bike, the Rosa Corsa tire, is perfectly fine commuting and stuff like that. But if you guys are going to be, you know, getting into track days, I would seriously look into the Super Corsa track day tire. You guys can check out ctracing.com. They have amazing tires. The track day tire is honestly a really good tire. I can do whatever I do on my Moto America spec tires with complete confidence with these SC3 track day tires, and you know, have zero issues. So I actually just did a track day a few months ago. Shout out to my buddy Chris. We went out to Buttonwillow, had a blast at a local track day actually, and rode these Super Corsa Pirelli SC3s for 2 days straight. Had no issues, zero loss of traction or anything like that. They're great tires. I can do anything I can do on a Moto America race tire with these tires with, you know, complete confidence. Obviously, Pirelli also has a step above this SC3. They have the SC1 racing slicks, which aren't DOTs, so they're going to have a little bit more grip. They're obviously a softer compound, you know, more of a race tire, so you're going to have to use tire warmers with those, to where the SC3s are perfectly fine if you don't use tire warmers. So that's all, you know, preference for you. But the SC1 Racing Slick is also obviously, you know, the premium product from Pirelli. So if you're looking to, obviously if you're racing or, you know, really looking to lay down your fastest laps, you're probably going to want some SC1s, but, you know, they're also going to wear out that little bit quicker. So if you're looking to, you know, have a lot of fun, have good traction and good durability, these SC3 Super Corsas are a perfectly good tire for you. And obviously for me too, that's what I'm using currently on my bike. Overall, that is where we're at on the build right now. I've got all the Spider products installed like we've talked about. I've got all the Jet Prime products installed like we've talked about. Actually, one thing we haven't talked about is the fancy race switches. So basically those just look cool and save a little bit of weight, but they do look cool. I'll give them that. They look sick. It's not a necessity, I wouldn't say, for your track day bike. Check my YouTube channel for another video if you're looking to go through the dash of your RS660. Obviously it's pretty complicated if you've never opened up the back end of your system in your RS660, and I'm gonna give you my advice on what I would do with your traction control settings and your engine braking and your engine map and all that stuff. So check out that video. That's gonna be a huge video. Those settings are actually extremely important to how you feel on the bike. I'm gonna go through that in that video. So check for that video. There should be a link after this video for that one. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is something I haven't really done before, and hopefully gonna do more of it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you RS660 owners got something out of this and can put it to use at your next track day and enjoy your bike even further. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of KD51. Please like and subscribe. You guys have no idea how much we appreciate the likes and subscribes we get on this channel. We put a lot of effort into these videos, and the support is amazing. So thank you guys. If you guys have any further comments, or I didn't cover anything that maybe you had a question about, please don't hesitate to drop down in the comments. Like I've said, I've had a lot of experience with the 660, and I've rode a lot of different bikes with different setups. So please, if I didn't mention anything that you have a question about, go down there and drop down a comment, and I'll do my best to respond to you guys and get you guys the information that you need. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.